This video will explain how the COPR entry to practice examinations are developed. You may find watching COPR's video on blueprinting first helpful. Step 1. Laying the foundation for the development of the COPR examination. COPR's exam is developed using the Canadian Paramedic Competence Framework, which outlines the 8 topic areas or competencies candidates need to know to practice safely and effectively, and the examination blueprints, which specify the number of questions and percentage of questions to test on each competency. These documents are what drive the development of the exam. Step 2. Creating the examination questions or items. The foundation now laid. Next comes developing the questions, also known as items, that appear on the exam. New questions are written by EMRs and paramedics trained in writing exam questions. The process is rigorous and includes multiple reviews by many individuals, ensuring the question tests according to what is in the competence framework. The level of difficulty is relevant for each designation. The question is pan-Canadian and not province-specific. Approved resource textbooks are used, and grammar and language are appropriate. Having met all these checks, a new question then appears on the exam as an experimental test question. It will not be graded or included in the score. This will be explained more when we discuss scoring the exam. Step 3. Examination assembly. The questions are now developed. Next comes the assembly of the exam. EMR examinations have 125 questions, while PCP and ACP have 200. The 8 competencies are measured in each exam as detailed in the blueprint. To illustrate this, consider one of the competencies, professionalism. The blueprint for the EMR has a target of 4% of exam questions for professionalism. For a test of 125 questions, this means a target range of 4 to 6 questions will be focused on this competency. For PCPs and ACPs, 7 to 9 questions will be focused on professionalism. Once assembled, the exam is again reviewed by a team of experienced EMRs and paramedics to make sure all questions are appropriate and follow the blueprint as well as COPR's question standards. Step 4. Scoring the exam. Of the 125 EMR questions, 115 are included in the score, while the remaining 10 are not. For PCP and ACP candidates, 180 out of 200 questions will be scored, with 20 left unscored. This is because these unscored questions are experimental and are still being reviewed to ensure they are appropriate and meet psychometric standards before they are moved into the scored category. 1 point is given for every correct answer and 0 points for every incorrect answer. The total score of right answers is then converted into a consistent and standardized scaled score, expressed from 200 to 800 points. This is different than grading on a bell curve. Similar to many other health professions that administer high-stakes entry to practice examinations, COPR follows a scaled score process because the examination questions vary. COPR has several administrations or sittings of the examination. Each administration has different versions of the exam, each with its own set of questions. Because the questions on each exam vary, some versions may be harder or easier than others. Scaling scores instead of using raw scores ensures that pass-fail decisions are based on the same standard for all candidates. Ensures that the results are consistent and fair for everyone. Ensures fairness in comparing candidate scores. COPR's examination development process ensures the integrity of the exam and validates that EMRs and paramedics entering practice have the knowledge and skills to competently practice safely and effectively. Watch out for COPR's video on angoffing and standard setting to learn more about how pass marks are determined.